Hey, what's up, guys? MB, Brian Smith. Good to see you too. Thanks, Prepper Cowboy. Good to see you. I know, MB. I know things are bad there in Canada. I've been following it all morning and I'm absolutely disgusted by what I saw. I can't see the comments, guys. I'm getting blind, I swear. Howdy, Freaky Frank. Oh, thanks, MB. I look like I stuck my finger in a light socket tonight. Um, I'm going to wait until a couple more people come in here and then I'm going to. I know, Amter. And AMT beer. I call your name Amter, though. I don't know why. Jessica Messer. What do you mean, Jessica Messer? What about China? Good evening, Hill Country Prepper. So I don't know if any of you guys checked out the video that I left on the community tab posts. The guy's YouTube name is Russell Benton, I think. I gotta recheck. There's a lot going on right now, and that's why I decided to do a live real quick. All the stuff that's going on over in Ukraine. I don't know how I can't. Hold on a second, guys. I'm sorry. My phone is going crazy and my daughter is not home with me here. I just got to make sure. Thanks, Brenda. What was I saying? I'm sorry. I got interrupted. So there's some stuff that might be going on over in Ukraine. The guy's YouTube channel, he looks legit. He's over there right now. I shared his video on my community posts. So if you haven't checked that out, go check that out. And I'm seeing within the last day them talking about prepping banks for a cyber attack. So if you haven't gotten money out of your bank account, go get money out of your bank account because I don't know. I feel like something's going to pop off here real soon. Hi, Tony Lawrence. Hi, A American. You think Ukraine is a distraction? I do too, or at least I did, and I don't know what to think about it. So I just shared the video and wanted to hear what everybody else thought on it. There's no way I can confirm anything, but he's definitely over there. If you watch his videos up until like about a year ago, 2 years ago, there's many on there. I don't know what to think about it. But if it's something, now keep in mind, they did say that, with the Russian-Ukraine tensions, they're talking about a cyber attack here. So that's more so like where my brain's going with all of this. Is something going to pop off here with banks and whatever else they can do to cause chaos. Hi, James Hayden, David Guthrie. I know, David Guthrie. I agree. They want something, for sure. Send a American the pictures of what, Jessica? You know, and another thing too, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to scroll up and read the comments I might have missed. I was talking. Hi, Red October. So another thing too is, you know, everything that's going on up in Canada. Have you guys been following that? Red October, the topic is I shared something on the community tab on YouTube. If like you look above my channel name or videos, it'll give you like the about tab, a couple other tabs in the community tab. I shared a video on there and I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on it. And I kind of wanted to talk about Canada a little bit and the news articles that are coming out talking about they're prepping big banks for, you know, a cyber attack. So, and I was just saying that if you guys haven't gotten a little bit of cash out of the bank just to have on hand, I would do that. Ottawa, Toronto, Quebec City, and protests in British Columbia all today. Yeah, I was watching. Somebody was streaming live in Ottawa, and got pretty messed up in the process of streaming. I guess the baton, the cop that was holding the baton, got him in his ribs and jacked him up pretty good. Yeah, Stephen LaFleur, I saw that somebody was saying they were being let go after being arrested, so I don't know if this is like a scare tactic or I don't know. But I'm just I don't really want to say anything about the convoy here and what I saw on that because, well, I don't want to sabotage anything, but I know that when they start doing this here, it's pretty much gonna probably kick something off, and I hope you guys all realize that. um, so just be ready and you know, get what you need now from the stores because they're also, depending on how big it gets or how crazy it gets, you might not be able to get to the store to get something. Um, yeah, I agree, MB. Could be. Oh, really? Are you from Canada? Um, Ironsney. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your YouTube name right. Ottawa Police Chief says he'll track down everyone involved and hold them accountable. How much is that true, though, I don't know what to think about all this. I just know that I feel like something big is going to pop off real, real soon. And there's like multiple different scenarios that could kick something off right now. And I'm not, I can't predict the future. I'm just coming on to let you guys know what I saw. I posted that thing in the community tab. I am seeing some more talk about they're getting our big banks ready here for a cyber attack. And when they get ready or drill for something, usually it ends up happening. Yeah, I agree. Hill Country Prepper, 6 months worth of cash if you can. Some people can't do that because some people live paycheck to paycheck, unfortunately. But if you can hold on to a decent amount of cash, it's always a good idea. Yeah, David Guthrie. I'm hearing that rhetoric when they're talking on, when the news reporters are reporting stories on this, they're already kind of criminalizing people kind of that way. So I can see that happening for sure. Very nice haircut. See you soon. I don't know what that means, Brian Smith. So, what do you guys think about all of this? What do you think? I come on here to get some of your point of views too. Um, I'll read you a little bit of the headline where they're talking about cyber attacks. I already did a while ago. So I don't have to worry about that. I have cash. Let me pull up the news article where they're talking about. I should have brought my tablet down here so I could see better. So there's one from USA Today, and it says the Biden administration moves to protect U.S. targets from Russian cyber attacks. And then if you go over to, well, there's multiple from like a day ago. Cybersecurity risks are escalating during the Russia-Ukraine conflict. And then it's saying that the U.S. preps big banks for Russian cyber attacks amid Ukraine crisis. And it's saying that America's biggest banks are being warned and prepped for a possible Russian cyber attack as tensions with Ukraine escalate. Fox Business has confirmed officials at JP Morgan, Chase, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, and other big money center banks had meetings this week with government officials to review tactics Russia could use, along with warnings on Russian cyber activity. And then it gives a whole bunch of information. If you guys want to check that out, it's on Fox Business. Oh no, Nadia, I didn't hear about the black rain. Interesting. David Guthrie, I get what you're saying, but don't put anything. I'm not saying that I think Russia is going to do a cyber attack on our banks. I think that it's going to come from somewhere else. Get my drift? So no, I don't think that we're safe. You know, what better way to usher in a digital currency? Oh, there was a cyber attack on everybody's bank accounts. We don't have access to, or I'm sorry, they could use this scenario. The only way we can fix this is to move digital with heightened security, which would go along with, you know, biometrics and all that other stuff that they've really been wanting to usher in. Yes, on a mission for truth. Yes, that's what I think too. MB, yes, I feel for you guys up in Canada. I do. I wish you could just escape to here. I agree. Yep. Yep. That's what I'm thinking too. I wouldn't be surprised about that, MB. I think that you guys are going to go through hell for a while because, you know, God forbid you stand up and fight for your rights. And then I actually saw today there was another, you know, they're talking about it was something with, I'm going to say his name backwards, Gilly Bates, was talking about, you know, this new virus this is going to come about. So who knows? Really, who knows? If one scenario doesn't work, they're going to smack us upside the head with another one. So Did you mean, freak idiot, did you mean their water? Because it says their ADER cutoff. I'm assuming you meant water. I agree, raw food writer. Good tip. I runs knee NY. Sorry if I keep butchering your name. I think that something's going to happen with, I don't want to necessarily say our grid, but they already kind of planted the seed that that scenario was possible, saying that extremists are targeting the power grid. So, I mean, we could end up in a scenario where multiple things happen at once. So just kind of prepare for that. Um, it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, if something happened with our grid, but I think that something with the banks might happen because, you know, I don't know how it is in your states. Are you guys, I know A American State looks crappy as far as food goes in the grocery stores. How are your guys's grocery stores looking? Because this is something that I was thinking about too the other day. Nationwide, once the stores get to a certain point and they can't really restock them, that's going to panic a lot of people if there's not food. And I think that having something else happen to kind of distract, because there's, I don't know if you guys noticed, this has been going on, like something will happen and everybody will focus on that, and then something else comes up and happens, and then people kind of, you know, advert their attention from the one thing to another, and it's just like we're like bobbleheads, look over here, look over there. Yep, I agree with that statement for sure. Let me, I think I missed some comments here. Yeah, definitely stock up. You might not need it right now, but you will eventually. I guarantee it. And like I said before all this other stuff started happening in videos months ago, um, we knew inflation was coming. And by buying food before the prices get too high, you're already doing yourself, uh, you know, a good thing, because then, you know, if you do come up short payday and don't have the money because your utilities are going up too, you can fall back a little bit on your preps and then just restock them when you can, you know. Hi, Texas Red Leg. Good to see you. Hey, American. not nice. Because you know what? There's probably a lot of people that aren't ready. Almost $7 a gallon for gas here? What? In New Brunswick, Canada. That's crazy. And I thought it was expensive here. So, what are your guys' thoughts on all of this? I want to see. I want to hear them. I like getting your guys' point of view on things. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, Texas Redleg. If you haven't watched the video that I posted on the community tab, um, you should check that out because that's what I initially was talking about in the beginning when people first started coming in. There's a guy that's over in the Ukraine area, and he's saying that things already started popping off, and I can't you know, confirm anything because I'm not there. I just wanted to share it and see what you guys thought. And then I also brought up the articles that are popping up about cyber attacks again. I can agree with that. You know, I've always said it doesn't matter how much you've been prepping. You're never fully ready, but you can be, ready to keep yourself okay for a while. Plenty of living food here, window liquor prepper. You got yourself a little homestead going on over there, I take it, with some chickens and cows. I agree. Exactly. How about if what happened in Canada, will the convoy happen here? I think the outcome with the police brutality, I've seen it happening, the outcome would be different. So I was just actually talking to a American's wife about this, and I think that if and when the convoy starts here, I think that I think that Americans are a lot more hot-headed than Canadians, and I think that things are gonna get bad fast. If we were put in a scenario like Canada is. I mean, do you guys agree or disagree? Right. Texas red leg. Exactly. I mean, people are literally just so fed up with everything. I can see that happening. Oh, definitely. Canadians are just too nice. I mean, I agree. Because I don't know if I would be able to just sit there watching somebody get trampled by cops on horseback. I don't know if I could do it. Yeah. Um, Sherry Fabian. Well, that's what I mean. Like, when and if that happens here, if we have cops that are acting like the cops in Canada are, uh, definitely I could see something being provoked. We'll just say that. Valerie, go to Ann Arbor, Michigan. Um, I will say this. I'm seeing you guys will probably be able to find it too. I don't know if you knew the convoy name here is called the People's Convoy. It is, they changed the date. It's kicking off before um, the date they originally said, couple days. So if you need to go to the store for anything or get anything set up in the meantime, I would do that within like the next day or so. Monday's President's Day. I'm sure a lot of you have off work. Get it done. I know I have off homeschooling. I'm so excited. I have an extra day off. Thank God I needed it because it's been a little rough this week. That's why I haven't really put out any videos of me speaking. I wasn't even going to come on and do one tonight. I was going to do one tomorrow, but I'm like, screw it. Oh, that's awesome, Texas Red Leg. That's one thing I really that's one skill I don't have is I've never hunted. Um I can help skin and clean things. I've never actually hunted anything and I need to. I'm a good shot, so I could probably um do okay with that. But I just have such a hard time with harming animals. But when you're starving, I guess it really won't matter. Oh, the truth. You know what? It's okay, don't worry about it. I haven't been getting notifications for, people's videos that I normally watch either, and I missed quite a few. Actually, for example, Texas Redleg made me a mod on his channel so that I could, you know, help him out or whatever. And I missed several of his lives. I'm not getting notifications for people. I got to go back onto their channel and re-click the bell after it was already clicked. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Wild game and pets will disappear quickly. Have a better plan than nothing. Yeah, I mean, I could manage hunting. I haven't actually gone out and done it. But like I said, I go and shoot quite often. I'm a pretty good shot, and I think that I could manage. We have millions of rabbits around here. We have a shit ton of deer. Um, I don't know if I would want to eat a raccoon, but I mean, if I had to, I probably would. We have possum, and well, I would never eat a skunk, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, you can trap. That's a that's a good that's a good point. Oh, I'm sorry, Jessica Messer. That sucks. Kind of the same here too. It makes you feel, I don't want to say isolated, but you don't really, I don't know. I can't sit and have a conversation with somebody and relate to them when they're sitting and talking about uh stupid memes that they've seen on Facebook or something like that, you know? I just It makes me kind of angry. I agree, Todd. They definitely will. I don't know what possum fritters taste like, but who knows? Maybe they're good. Raccoon is not nasty or not tasty. Oh, that's awesome. Window liquor prepper. Tony Lawrence, you ate raccoon before. It's decent. Oh, I absolutely agree. Texas red leg. Yep. But then who knows? Who knows what they're gonna. I was kind of talking to a American about this a little bit, and I don't want to come out and say the full word, but Marshall, finish the word. Um, Something kind of needs to happen before the elections. Copycat. I know nobody is going to get my dogs. I would never eat my babies. They would help me hunt because they're hound dogs. Yeah, my dog was howling. They probably see somebody outside. No, I mean, you can say whatever you want, Skip here. I'm not one of those people that are gonna, um, you know, I like to hear what everybody thinks, and I mean that could be it. Um, but I do know that there are good police officers out there. Um, they're not all bad, and I feel like, in a way, the media has helped portray that. And I'm not saying that they're all good either. I've met quite a few jackasses. I mean, just a little bit of a story I have is all I was doing was literally driving down the road, and I was stopped at a red light, first car at the intersection, and there was a cop pulling around. And I just happened to be looking out my window, and he slowed down to where his window was across from mine, and I smiled at him. That's all I did. I smiled at him. And he fucking pulled me over. He waited until I drove quite a ways down the road. I didn't do anything wrong. Um, he dusted some snow off my car and was like, "You had a little bit of snow on your trunk." And I'm like sitting there waiting for him to give me my driver's license back. And then he's like, "Where are you headed?" And at the time, I was taking care of my grandmother who had stage 4 colon cancer. And I said, "I'm going to check on my grandmother." And he was like, "Well, you didn't do anything wrong. Here's your license back, and you can go now." And I'm like, "Okay, really weird. Why'd you pull me over, dude?" Hi, Huga Homestead. I'm missing all kinds of comments. Maybe, I don't know, but I wasn't very happy because I didn't do anything. I knew I didn't do anything. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I don't smile at anybody anymore because of that. Yeah, could be Pepper Dog. Hi, Eric. Hello, Justin. Yeah, so I don't know. For everybody that's just coming in here, I just kind of brought up the fact that I shared a video on the community tab. I wanted everybody to check out and I wanted your thoughts on it. Um, it's somebody who's over in the Ukraine area saying that war had already started. I just wanted you guys to check it out. I can't confirm anything, but I just wanted to share it and see what you thought. And all of this talk now about the cyber attack on the banks. And we just got into a bunch of other subjects in the meantime on the stream. I leave the house with my resting bitch face each and every day. Yep, me too. Yep. People tell me I look mean. Do I look mean? I don't think so. I gotta put my glasses on, guys, so I can read these comments. No, I don't think your tinfoil hat's too tight. I think that you might have a point. Because I've thought about this too. You know, back in 2015 when um, Gilly Bates was talking about, you know, germ warfare and going through the steps on what needed to be done to go through all of that. Um, it was pretty much what they did for this pandemic. Oh yeah, I'm not a big fan of Lee Wheelbarger, or I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his last name. He's I don't know, there's something about him. Yeah, Skip Greiser. I agree. Kind of like, you know, what they're doing in the military too. Oh, I could definitely see them doing that here. For sure. Yep, you can never have enough tinfoil. I agree. Yeah. A license probably won't matter in SHTF. It won't. I don't have a beard, American. And I think I would look awful if I shaved my head. Thank you very much. Oh, geez. Window liquor prepper. You'll have to send me a picture of that via email. Just that would make my day. Oh, really? Or Deep Blue Dude, um are you talking about Trudeau in this comment? Oh gosh. You guys are so funny. Hola, mamacita from St. Pete, Florida. Thank you for the compliment. I know what that means. Buick McCain William. All everything. Yes, water is one of the most important things that you need because you need it for everything. And I've said this in a couple videos in the past. You have to have water to wash yourself, wash your clothing, drink, cook for your pets, you know, everything. So that's the one thing that you need the most of is water. Um, you know, something safe to store it in, and if you don't have something a means to purify it. I'm not really sure. I guess in an emergency situation, those purifying tablets would work well. But if you can make yourself like a makeshift um, water system, that would be optimum, I think, with some sort of filtration system. You know, I don't know what you guys have the means to get or do. Um, hey, Man of War, and everybody just coming in. Yeah. On a mission for truth. Yes. Yes. I already thought about this, and that's why because it's not a crazy scenario. I mean, if you go back and look in history, they literally done just, testing on unknowing residents, like our government done tests on unknowing residents, spraying certain bacterias in the air. They've done um, tests with radiation and stuff like along those lines. And from them spraying a whole city with bacteria, a lot of people got sick, and there was a couple people that died from it. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. I definitely wouldn't be buying brown broccoli, that's for sure. That means it's been sitting there for a long time. You built a lawnmower 7 foot tall to the steering wheel. I clean the gutters with it. That's interesting. I'm trying to picture that and I'm having a hard time. That's awesome, Todd. You have 1,000 gallons. You've been saving pepper and Japs brine. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't have a hand pump well, which would be great, but unfortunately, I don't think that we could have a well here unless it was very, very deep because we live over top of a bunch of old mines. Oh, that's awesome, Deep Blue Dude. Yeah. Yep. Justin. Yeah. I seen that too. I was sick to my stomach watching that this morning while I was drinking my coffee. I've been pretty much following Canada today, and I took a little break and did a couple things. And then when I got back to reading, I saw that they were talking about the cyber attack stuff, and then I found that video of that gentleman that's supposedly, well, I think he really is over in Ukraine, guys. Like this is a thing. Like if you look at his videos over the past 2 years, he's been living there for a while, offering, I think it's humanitarian aid to these people. So I'm not really sure what to think about all this, but my gut's telling me that this whole cyber attack thing is going to go down. Just my gut feeling. I can't, The reason why I've been following Canada so closely, not only do I have some subs from up there, MB's one of them, he's in here, but it's kind of like I'm watching because I feel like it's a precursor to what's going to happen here, except for on steroids. Because, like I had said, 20 minutes ago, I think that it's not going to go down here as smoothly because Americans are more hot-headed. We're armed, and I could see, because everybody's just so sick of everything, something definitely popping off. And that's if the date change for when they're going to kick this thing off is legit, that's, less than a week. So maybe a week. And also, this isn't going to just kick off starting in one state. It's going to start in, a couple different states. And everybody's going to, I guess, meet up. That's what I'm reading and listening to. So, oh, thank you for bringing up Australia. Valkyrie 594. So, you just reminded me about something. What I saw earlier, as far as that, they were talking about a new pandemic of sort was going to be coming soon. But they were also talking about Australia was so I'm trying to think of the exact words they used. Because I read this early this morning, and there's just so much I was looking at today. My brain's like a little bit mush. Australia did such a good job with how they handled the pandemic. We need to act as they acted when we have another pandemic. It's pretty much what they were saying. And everybody knows what happened in Australia. They were thrown in, camps. There's no other way to say it. They were thrown in camps. Just because, this whole bug isn't being talked about right now, that doesn't mean that they're not going to say there's another one. The PrEP Act and protocols are in place until 2024, 2025. So that's 2 to 3 more years that they could do this all over again. But I don't think that it's going to go the way it did the first time, though. Like, I don't think that they're going to just say you have to stay in your house. I think they're going to be pulling people from their homes. I agree, MB. Yes, Odin. I can definitely say that I've thought that might be the way the scenario goes. Multiple things at once. Order out of chaos. That's the first time I ever heard anything like that, Justin. I think I'm in region 3. Yep, absolutely. Tim Ryan. Um, because people with money and power don't have the same rules we do, or at least they think so. Well, Skip Greiser, were you on my one live, or I didn't do this on a live stream. I did this in a video. Did you watch the video I put up where it was footage of Florida busing all of these foreign military fighting age men into Florida? I mean, they're coming over the border in the South. They're busing them in all over the country, not just Florida, I'm sure, but people caught them doing it in Florida and took video of it. I think that those people, and this is just a thought, I'm not saying that this is how it is. This is just something I was thinking about today. I think all of those people that they were busing into Florida, where it looked like you guys said that it was MEPS or whatever, it looked like they were doing that. I think that they're going to use those people should they need backup, should, you know, kind of like Canada, where they need all of the backup against the protesters. We're going to see those people dressed in riot gear, I think. That's just my thought. I could be completely wrong. Think about it. How many cops walked off the job? I was seeing pretty much every state reporting that they have like half of their police forces. Thanks, Sean Lee. That's funny. Yeah, already looked those up a long time ago. Keeping them out of strip clubs, that's hilarious. I'm missing people's comments because they're scrolling so fast. I apologize. I'm trying to read them all, guys. Yeah. Oh, what did I just do to my screen? Okay. You've been telling your Canadian cousins to stop singing and start swinging. Watch out for the new variant. It's called another con. I I agree, window liquor prepper. 100%. Travis Jones, yep, normal's not coming back. They said that. This is the new normal. This is the new normal. Remember that, guys. Follow real close. Yeah, on a mission for truth. Yes. So that's another thing. I just looked at the medication shortages the other day. Speaking of medical stuff, and the shortage lists aren't getting any better. There's still a lot of medications in shortage, and I can see that getting way worse if something pops off with anything really, because I just I don't know, guys. I just think that we're like on the edge, about to tip over. And like, I did this a while ago, went and got, a couple fever reducers from the store, a couple of bottles to put in I literally have like a huge toolbox filled with medical stuff, just medical stuff, and it's crazy big. Yeah, Billy, be truth. We were kind of talking about that. Yep. A staple gun. A staple gun for your skin. You can't just stitch. Oh, I don't know if I would feel comfortable using one of those, but I can do stitches. I didn't actually throw anything away. The hospice people, when I was taking care of my grandmother, they didn't take any of that stuff back. They'll take their equipment back, but not any of the medical supplies. So I have a shit ton of that stuff too. So you missed the entire live. That's okay. Much easier and less painless for a staple gun. Are we talking a regular staple gun here, or are we talking about for medical purposes? Are you planning on stapling yourself shut? Oh, on a mission for truth. No, I'm talking about like, um, she had a bunch of IV starters. She had blood thinner shots. They're just single dose, like heparin. Heparin is actually in shortage right now. And I just feel like, I don't know, I didn't want to throw them away. Maybe somebody else could use it. And they're just sitting in a big bag in my thing. I also have bandages, anything that you can take care of wounds with, you name it, I have it. And I have a bunch of saline. They're like single dose saline to flush out an IV if you needed to. And the IV starters. No, actually, Eric. No, you have to give all of that stuff back to hospice whenever the person dies so that they can, whenever, I guess, they dispose of it, the lady does it right in the house. So, no, I didn't keep any stuff like that. I don't know if I would want that in my house anyways with my kiddo. I wasn't even thinking like from a prepper standpoint, but you just can't, you can't keep that stuff. No. You guys crack me up. Tourniquets for days. Awesome, anonymous prepper. I know you're just kidding, Eric. Well, at least I hope so. You guys are so funny. So yeah, I don't know. I would keep your eyes peeled with the whole cyber attack thing. If something happens, I'm not going to be able to post about it if they take our internet down. So, you know, I just keep an eye on your banks. If you see anything screwy going on with your ATMs, if you don't have a channel to put the information out yourself, send somebody an email to let us know, because that's something I'm going to be paying really close attention to, is the banks. You know, if you don't have access to your bank, you can't go empty out the grocery stores any more than they already are. And that would kind of take your mind off of the food shortage thing. So, um, Peter Piper, I've never looked into the Jade medical kits. I kind of buy a little bit of this and that, everything separately. I don't ever buy kits. I just kind of go by what I know I would use should something happen, and I buy I have something for pretty much any kind of injury you could or would get. So, um, I actually just ordered, I wasn't able to order anything off Amazon for a little bit. Something was going on with the products. It was telling me I wasn't going to get it for like 2 months. Um, but I finally just got a bunch more of those silver wound dressings because they work really good. And I'm just kind of thinking, what would you do in a situation where you got a pretty deep laceration and you could possibly get an infection? And those work so good, guys. If you don't have silver wound dressings in your preps, they're a little bit expensive. You're going to pay like $15 to $17 for 5 of them, but they're worth it. And depending on how big your wound is, you won't have to use the whole dressing. You can cut it. But I'm telling you, like my grandmother, uh, she had wounds that would not heal from the chemo, and I was treating the wounds, changing her diaper, wasn't letting her sit in her diaper for very long. Even just, you know, wearing a diaper, you get sweaty. Um, Even when she wouldn't, go to the bathroom, I'd change her every so often, put fresh cream on her. It wasn't healing. Chemo, it sucks. It knocks your immune system down and you don't heal like you normally would a normal person. And as soon as I bought the silver wound dressings, her stuff was cleared up in a week. And that was all because when she had the tumor surgery, she had to go into a rehab because she was having trouble walking afterwards for, I want to say, 2 weeks. And they sent her home to me with horrible, horrible bed sores that would not heal. And as soon as I put the silver wound dressings on, they cleared up they already looked better within like 48 hours. They work that well. Barb Sauer, I've watched a couple of Bears videos. I really don't have, except for on the weekends, a whole lot of time to watch um, people that have really long videos because I'm doing schoolwork and then I have like, my own channel that I post stuff on, and I try not to post a topic that everybody else is talking about, because it's like, I get it, Odin Randall. On a mission for truth, you can buy. Hang on a sec, guys. Okay, babe. Okay, bye. Okay. You're gonna stay at Meemaw's then? I'm sorry, that was my little girl calling me. She's at my mom's house. Um, sorry, guys. Okay. So the wound care dressings, they're squares. You can either get silver wound dressings or silver alginate dressings or silver calcium alginate dressings. They all work the same. They all work just as well. Silver wound dressings, um, you would probably have to go through a wound care place to get those, and they're going to be a little bit more expensive. You can get silver calcium alginate or silver alginate dressings. You can order them off Amazon. You can find them in, well, I'm not sure because I don't really shop at big box stores, but back in the summertime, I want to say I got them at Target too in the medical section. Um, but you can find them on Amazon, and just make sure you buy the silver calcium alginate or the silver alginate. They don't sell silver wound dressings on Amazon, just the silver alginate or silver calcium alginate. Don't buy the calcium alginate that doesn't say silver, because that doesn't work. It has to be silver. And I know they all work because I've used all of those: silver wound dressings, silver calcium alginate, and silver alginate dressings. Hello? Okay, I'm done. That's fine. You can bring her home. Okay? Okay. Okay, bye-bye. Okay. Kids are so indecisive. My daughter calls and she's like, I want to come home. Nope, never mind. And my mom just calls back again and says she wants to come home now. And I'm like, okay, bring her home. So, but yeah, those silver wound dressings work great. And I that is going to be a low quality call. It's a little awkward. My phone keeps ringing, but I had to bring it down just in case, they called so that she could come home. I have an indecisive 7-year-old, so. Um, yes, I have. I have. You could have seen me at a Pens game, a football game, maybe. I used to go to football games like a long time ago, years ago. You do look familiar too, because I checked your channel out, Anonymous Prepper, and you were stripping something on one of your videos, and you look familiar to me too, if that's you. That's some good advice, 'cause I do that too. Super glue wounds, yeah, you could do that, but I'm not a big fan of the whole skin glue thing. My daughter, when she was, I wanna say 3, she was down here with me. I was doing laundry, and she bent over to pick up her brother's Nerf gun and bumped her head right off the real sharp corner of the end table down here and cut her forehead open. And when I took her to the Children's Express here, they glued it, and it didn't, um, it didn't work very well. I may have. I may have. Prepper Cowboy, you use duct tape to seal wounds. Although I can't talk because that's what I use to hold my, I cut my finger to the bone and it wouldn't stop bleeding. Uh, I used that to hold it closed till I got to the hospital. Huh, interesting. Oh, no, absolutely not. I could I could probably manage my own stuff. I have everything I need now, so should something happen. Yeah, I agree. So, I don't know, guys, but I think I'm going to end it here. I really like talking with you, but my kiddo's coming back home and I'm gonna have to get her situated upstairs. So, just, keep your eyes out on this whole banking thing. I still have that guy's video on the community tab, like, up in the, I think his name is Russell Benton or something like that. Um, but he has a ton of videos that you can look at from like, if you could go back, like, 2 years. So oh, good night to you guys too. I'll probably I might do a live tomorrow. I might, just do a video tomorrow. I'm not really sure yet, but I know that she's gonna be home pretty soon here in a couple minutes. But thank you guys to all of you that showed up tonight. I enjoyed talking with you and getting your thoughts on things, and, I don't know. I will see you guys soon.